Alright, the next story quest is a premium deal, level 90, given to us by Wachunpelo, just outside of the Mate Garden, Miplu's Mate Garden. Here we go. Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Erinville's point. Ready then. Our next step is the Mezcal distillery. Yep. Here he is. Ready. I guess I can just... Let's see how these cats are. Let's see what they get up to. Checking out. Was it 10,000? Like, right? I think it hit for 12,000 something. Anyway, nothing really to see there. They all cactus mob. Well, depending on what game you're playing. In Final Fantasy X, when I was doing my run that I was recording, and I was fighting against. There's like this beast area where you capture beasts throughout the entire world. You bring their essences or whatever back to this place. It's like a beast arena or whatever it's called. And one of the cactus, kind of like a king cactus. Oh no, I think it's just a regular cactus. Could do 1,000 needles, or it could do 10,000 needles, which would for sure kill you because the hit points just weren't that high in that game. I don't think hit points got above 9999. But also on a tangent, I watched not a speed run video, but a video of Final Fantasy X with just went step by step harder and harder challenges. So like the first challenge was don't power up anybody in the sphere grid. That's challenge 1. Usually that's beaten by just having Riku mixing things left and right and giving the entire group, because you don't have any spells, which I think, spells are probably what I use the least in that game, but like all of your attacks are weak, blah blah blah. You can get weapons and stuff, but I think the hardest version of it is, no, I'm not even gonna come close to remembering. The acronym is ridiculous. But it's no sphere grid. I think they exclude using Riku's overdrive. They exclude using Aeon. I think are they called Aeons? No. Summons? Avatars? Oh, whatever. Anyway, sorry. We used our teleport to go back to Wachunpelo. We'll talk to Mablu next to the Aetheryte. We'll want to speak with a man by the name of Gobli. Even among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as a master of the craft. He knows the value of his product, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around and taking in the gossip. If you could talk to people here in the distillery, Mercy, perhaps Wachunpelo could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. Wachunpelo gives like a little fist pump. In agreement. My people to talk to are apparently really close. So Babilja is a Mumulja. Me? I'm a chef from Tuliolal. I often come here to buy Gobli's Mezcal, the finest in Tural, according to my customers. He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so addled as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. It would be nice to have less potent refreshments during such conversations, else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. gets you drunk to get better deals from you. That kind of sucks, actually. Raplu, one of the Pelu. There's not much I can say about Gobli, but I can tell you what Gobli's been saying. The other day, he was muttering about monsters prowling around agave jaws. That's the field where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to procure said ingredients, and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. And third, another pellet. Just over by some whatever. Gobli might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed out of Sunperch. So we could help him with the animal thing, animal attacks, animal problem, pest problem, whatever. Help him dress better, maybe. I don't know. Moblu is talking to a Pelu who wanders off as I approach her. So, what did you find out? I tell her. Oh, we can make use of all those tidbits. The deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobli is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You go on ahead and I'll bring Wuklamat. Oh, I'll bring Wuklamat. Wuklamat. So we go up this little bit of a sloped road. We have a switchback. And Gobli is in fact at this mill where there is an alpaca strapped to the mill machinery, turning it. If you don't know what that means, it would either be done by people or mules or horses probably, but I would say not as often. Just this circle of stone or grass or whatever you make it, and there are gears, and this alpaca is strapped to a pole that extends from the gears, and as the alpaca walks around, the gears turn each other to have the entire mill do its thing. This can also be done with wind, hence windmills. It can be done by electricity too, and gasoline and whatever, but I think it isn't efficient enough to use those sources of power when it comes to like making sure the price of what you're creating is not astronomically stupidly high. But I'm certainly not an expert or even close to it. We talk to Gobli. You have business with me, madam. Why don't we talk down below so as not to distract the alpaca from his work? Cutscene. Probably not voice acted, but always happy to hope. My friends join. Now, what's this about? Keep it brief, if you would. I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal, assuming you have any on hand, that is. An excellent choice, I must warn you, though it doesn't come cheap. We don't have pel, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's top-grade stuff, like the mezcal. He shakes his head now. No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. She's like, uh-oh. Turns to Malu. No deal, just like that. Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? Malu smiles at this. Now the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? My options are the Hubigo Chef's. Gosh, why am I having such a problem with that? The Hubigo Chef's distaste for strong drink. Gobli's invitation to the palace. Monsters in the agave fields. I'll start with the monsters. The monsters in the agave fields. Probably the easiest thing to... Oh, okay. No. Then don't even give me the choice, or you're just gonna say no. It's like freaking doing improv. Like, no, I don't like your idea. Yes and, Mablu. You butthead. Let's hold on to that one. We need to consider our timing. I hate this stupid. Don't even give me the choice. You choose. Gobli's invitation to the palace, then? I'm sorry that I have an opinion. Oh my god. The Hubigo chef's distaste for strong drink is the last option I've left me since you're rejecting everything else. Hubigo chef. Oh, thanks for nodding at that one. And accepting my opinion now. Fucking name. I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hubigo chef, is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy Mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. Hey-oh. That's a good play. You're right. Absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hubigo friend, but I did not realize I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with that added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you're after. The camera pans away from him over to this little side conversation between Wook and Mablu. Should we offer to cull the monsters causing them trouble? She shakes her head. This is not me this time. Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeve until we need it. She gives a smile under her duckbill nose guard thing. As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes. I must admit, I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity if I can secure the deal. Well, I should think that your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared, and first impressions last. You'll want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Wachunpelo. It'd be such a shame to miss this chance of a lifetime simply for want of proper garments. He looks at himself. He's dressed the same as everybody else. He doesn't look dirty or whatever. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for court? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid. We can provide you with the next best thing, an introduction to a weaver. His name is Bolnok at Nok, and his works are highly regarded in Tulilo. The two of us are shocked. A little bit. As a supporter of Wuklamat and keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. That is certainly a tempting proposal, and one of which I should like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing. Now's the time, apparently. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in Agave Jazz? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Truly, I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring sellswords to clear them out. Factoring in that saved expense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. All right, you have a deal. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment, and Mercy and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use the time to pen an introductory letter to Bolnok. The fields you're looking for are just north of Wachunpelo. Be safe. As I was saying, this whole interaction would have been totally fine. This cutscene would have been totally fine. Don't give me 3 options and then reject the 2 options I choose first. It doesn't make the game fun. It's fucking stupid. Why give me the choice if you're gonna reject my choices? the order in which we offer each thing, I doubt it would matter. Step 1. We'll clear the fields for you. That's pretty good, but it's not going to make the deal yet. Step 2. You know, we heard that you were going to get an invite to the palace, or you got an invite to the palace, and you're just kind of like, we can help you figure out what to wear. That would be great, but we're not fully at a deal yet. Step 3. You know, we've also heard some of your customers, they can't handle the liquor, you know, the mezcal. So this tea that we're trading for it to you, well, whatever. Find Wachunpelo up the trail. That should be at Gobli Jaws just over there. This will go faster if we split up. Come and find me once you're finished clearing out your share of the pests. Blah. Sorry, I'm annoyed. I'll do better. I won't, probably. It won't get worse for me. Little dark purple roiling destination. Surveying. Pest slaying. Speed. He's all alone. It looked like a little ankylosaurus / triceratops. Let me see if it's the same one on this guy too. Yeah, like a little ankylosaurus. Prickly barbed mole. I guess a mole with. Do a dungeon on Dragoon, I will have to re-figure out rotation. Sorry, going the wrong way. I cleared out my mole and kilosauruses. And heading east to meet Wachunpelo and her defeated prey. Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this was no challenge at all. Sheathes her great axe. Come on, let's head back to the distillery. All that's left is to give Mablu the sack of leaves so she can seal the deal. Once again, teleport just to save 30 seconds? 70 heal. Ain't nothing like the real thing. Here's Mablu. Those monsters were no trouble for you, it seems. Now if you could just have that. Now if I could just have that sack of leaves. Have the sack. Top grade mate leaves. That's an interesting flying mount. I don't like the spinning. Thank you for looking after our precious trading. Thank you for looking after our precious trading goods. Cutscene. Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Gobli. Here are the mate leaves and a written introduction to Bolnoke as agreed. Hands it over. He takes it. And the deal is done. Here, your jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Hands it over to Wachunpelo. Yes, we finally have the mezcal. Good work, especially you, Mablu. You were the one that inspired me to come this far. Third promise. But let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. She's like a little taken aback, but smiles. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand for now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. Fist and Palm from Wachunpelo. A premium deal seems like it will be complete when I click that button, but we'll find out. Stay tuned. Excellent trade. Top grade mate leaves 5,000 pel. For 3-year premium mezcal, 10,000 pel. There are people that do this in real life. And hats off to them, because it's almost exactly like this. You have to find... You find something that is worth X amount of dollars to most people, but like there are some people that would pay more, and then or trade you for something more, and then you just kind of keep just like the game is doing. You keep going up from there. It's not easy. I've never done it, but I know it's not easy because more people would probably do it if it was easy. Something mostly worthless, like an old pair of shoes. Something mostly worthless like that to most people could be very valuable to an up-and-coming cobbler, or somebody who likes to work in leather. Or not all shoes are made of leather these days, so you know. But you get the idea. Anyway, cool. That's the end of the video. See you next time.